showtime, the final 9 holes of the 2002 Lumberjack Open. Brian Sullivan with 2001 world champion Cameron Todd. We're at hole 1. This is 306 feet and wide open here, Cam. Are they going to play this because of the wind as a hyzer, do you think?
Yeah, they're probably going to throw a hyzer, especially the wind coming from right to left. They want to probably put it out a little farther than usual.
Here's our leader, Mike Worm-Young.
Just as I expected, he got it wide outside. Not a bad shot at all.
Right over the top of the basket, a fine shot and well within Young's putting range. Here's Ron Russell, he currently trails by 4. Russell throwing a little lower than Worm, and as a result, he is right there.
I was about to say, that's a really nice shot. He got it really low into the wind. That helps penetrate it quite a bit.
From South Bend, Indiana, here's Pat Vitale. He's also trailing by 4 and tied up for second place.
Played a pretty decent shot, just came up a little short of what he wanted.
And that should be within his putting range as well. And finally, here is our local player, David Feldberg. Got that one up a little high, and he's short.
Yep, seemed to have early released it also.
So Feldberg, our away player, he is about 30 feet from the basket. And well known for his jump putts, Cameron.
Yeah, I definitely think he's going to take the jump putt here. Oh, a little lackluster. Feldberg usually gives him a good chance.
Feldberg, normally a laser out of that jump putt, but as you say, that one, a little bit of flutter and comes up short. Now Vitale for his deuce attempt. This is from about 25 feet. And a nice putt from Vitale, and he will have the first deuce of the hole. And defending champion Mike Worm-Young out of Alabama. He tore it up last year and tore it up this year. He crushed at Oshimo with a new course record of 7 down from the longs. And that is going to be a deuce for Worm.
A little strong, but that one fell nice for him.
And that's going to be a 3 for Feldberg. And the very easy drop-in deuce for Russell. Our third hole here at the Lumberjack Open, very typical Colebrook hole. It's fairly short, 133 feet, but there are trees everywhere and only a couple of narrow alleys to get directly to the basket from the pad.
Yeah, now we're getting into a situation where anything can happen.
Here is Russell, currently trails Young by 3.
Threaded it right down the center with a little turn.
Small kick at the end, but Russell is there for the putt. And Vitale now on the pad. He uses a lot more wrist action, gets a lot more spin than most players. Cam, would you agree?
Yeah, he also puts his thumb more in the center of disc. I think that gives you a little more control.
And he just threads the needle, and he is right there. Great shot from Vitale. Here's Feldberg. Looks like he's using a mid-range disc for this hole. And that's what happens sometimes at Colebrook. You got a great line, but there's just too many trees.
Fairly decent shot, just a couple of feet outside.
Now he took before in the previous hole. Here's Young. What's he thinking right now, Cam? Is he already over that? Thinking about this hole?
Definitely. He looks focused. He's ready to continue and give it his best go.
And once again, a beautiful looking line, but one tree makes all the difference for Mike Young. So Feldberg now is looking at about 120 feet to the basket.
Yeah, this is a shot you only go for when you're down and out.
And it's looking like he's going to putt this up.
And that's the risk reward in going for a shot like that. Usually you would take a nice layup and try to get your easy three.
Mike Young has been on the road with you and Leslie Herndon now for a couple of years, Cam. How is he under pressure? What's he feeling right now?
He's probably pretty focused right now. Usually when he feels the pressure, he doesn't usually play near the top. If he can contain the pressure game, he usually makes it up here. Right now, he's just getting a little bad luck.
And that is exactly what happened there as Worm goes off the pole and rolls about 20 feet. Feldberg now going to try to save par. He needs to hit this 40-footer. And look for a moment that he too was going to get a roll, but he's right there. So Worm again, 20 feet.
Nice relaxed pop. That was a good putt.
Threw that with confidence and sinks it. So now Russell can make up another stroke if he can manage this 20-foot putt.
I was usually pretty consistent at this distance.
It really was his putting that got him the championship in 1999. There's the two, and it's now a two-stroke lead for Mike Young. And Vitalia, it looks like, is also going to cut the lead to two. And they'll be tied up in second place with Russell. And we are moving on. Hole 6 is another fairly typical Colebrook hole. It's only 200 feet, which is easily reachable by any of these top pros. The problem is all the trees in between the pad and the basket. So the basket off to the right side. And Russell will be looking for a deuce here.
That's what they call threading the needle.
Beauty. And Russell is right there for the easy deuce. So Vitali, who plays in most of the tournaments here in Kalamazoo, is very familiar with this hole, and he knows how to get the job done.
A little outside. He seemed to get one of the last trees, but may still give him a putt.
So all these players are right-handed, and as a result, they're being forced to turn over the disc, as they say, and force it to go right, because the natural tendency for the disc is to want to go left in this situation. Here's Young. And he's clearly not going to like that as he meets one of those early trees. And finally, here's Feldberg. Trails by 8, and he is looking for chains.
Feldberg took the low route, made a good turn, but seemed to sneak through a couple of trees at the end for an easy birdie.
So Worm has 150 feet to go. How's he going to play this, Cam?
Well, he's going to try to touch a shot back into the fairway, feeding it down to the basket for a 15-foot putt or shorter.
knows now that Russell and Vitale are right there, and he can find himself tied for the lead here. He wants to stay out of any additional trouble on this hole.
A little strong.
And that's going to leave him a long putt. So Vitale from about 60 feet. Trees on both sides, but he has a significantly wide alley to work with.
A nice bid.
All right, this is a crucial putt here for Mike Wormyoung. He needs to hit this 25-footer. Otherwise, he will fall to second place.
Yeah, he definitely needs to hit this to keep his momentum going.
And Young not quite happy with his stance, so he's going to reset.
I seen there was a rock in the way.
And again, he is chain right. So Vitale now, he wants this 3. And he has 20 foot to go.
That's not normally a long putt, but forcing a straddle makes it a little more difficult.
You see his legs spread there, the wide open stance. That's the straddle putt, and he has shown how well it can work for you. So it is a 3 for Vitale. This for 4. 12 feet, no problem. However, that hole is going to cost Mike Young, and he just couldn't believe he missed that earlier putt. And now Russell, another 12-footer. This for the lead. No problem there. So we have a new leader at the Lumberjack Open. It's Ron Russell, who is going to lead by 1 over Vitale. And I believe Young is going to be there as well. Seventh hole, new leader. Our 7th hole is 298 feet, narrow alley off the pad. And the basket is on a hill. You want to stay on the right side of the basket. And a fine looking shot there from Russell.
Very nice shot indeed. He left himself a pretty short putt, but he does have a downhill slope at the end. Should be no problem.
Yeah, this is one of the most terrifying greens at Colebrook Park here in Kalamazoo, Michigan. Here is David Felber.
And he's going for the ace run.
You betcha.
Down.
Oh, that was probably right over the top of the basket.
It sure looked good from the pad. And now Vitale, he's currently tied for second place with Young, 1 stroke out in the lead. There's another ace run. Looking for the skip in. And a nice shot from Vitale.
With 3 holes to go, Worm still has a good chance. He needs to tighten up ship and throw a good shot on this one.
He is a very aggressive player and can certainly make up that 1 stroke difference in 3 holes. He starts that one well right, and it's coming back.
Beautiful shot, just what he needed to get back on track. It's going to be a battle.
So after the attempted ace run, Feldberg is going to find himself about 40 feet past the basket, but fortunately he's out on the fairway and not in the bushes. Gave that one a good run.
Gave it a good run and got a good landing from it. Typically, since the disc is round, it can easily roll down the hill.
With so few holes to go, Fellenberg knows he has no chance left, and we're going to see him running everything from here on out.
Yeah, it can be quite a sight watching Fellenberg get to run for things.
And now by tally, he's got 30 feet to go uphill, but it appears that there's going to be nothing in his way, other than, of course, the crown of leaves on his head. And that's a good putt. And a solid deuce for putt by tally. If Russell wants to maintain his lead, he needs to hit this deuce putt.
That's usually not a problem for Ron.
15 feet, and you are absolutely right. He is not daunted at all by that hill on the other side of this basket, and sends that one in. Worm for the deuce. About 10 feet, no problem. Very solid hole there. 2 holes remain, and the lead is 1 for Russell. Our last hole, hole 9, 211 feet. There is OB water on the right side, as well as a bunch of shoal, fairly open on the left, and a 2-stroke lead for Ron Russell of Florida. Basket is on a small peninsula on the right side, and that shot is going to put it right there by the basket.
It's just the shot he wanted.
Played that nice and safe. Didn't try to run the basket. But we might see this guy doing that.
Probably will, even though there is water 20 feet to the right.
So Fellenberg, sure enough, wanted change, had the height, but didn't get it over right enough. Here's Vitale. He would need an ace. Vitale and Young both trailing by 2 at the moment. And this one starts left, but it's coming nicely right, and he's going to be right there.
Very nice shot. He feeds it out from far left so it doesn't come in contact with the bushes on the right. Fed right down to the wall. Looks like Mike's going to choose a sidearm for this hole.
He threw a safe sidearm in this earlier today, and you are right, he goes back to it now. And a good-looking shot. Looks like he might have taken a roll. No, he's going to be safe. So Fellenberg just inside the shoal. He's got to straddle out here, and he wants to be careful. The water is directly behind this basket.
Yeah, we've got a few short putts here, but you never know.
Russell? Did you expect to see the safe lay up there, Cam?
I didn't expect it, but I should have known it. It's definitely a play that is best for the situation.
He wants to win, and it looks like that's what's going to happen. Here's Vitale for the deuce, and he gets it. Brings him within 1 of Russell. And a great tournament for that guy, Pat Vitale. And here's Worm, a deuce for him as well. Also a great tournament, but for the final 9 just got the best of Mike Worm Young with 3 bogeys in those holes. Dave Fellenberg will place 4th today, and our winner is going to be Florida's Ron Russell. He's the 2002 Lumberjack Open champion. So Ron Russell is our winner in a surprise finish, Cam.
Yeah, I think he played the golf he needed to play to come back and take the win. He had 4 strokes to gain. It seemed all the tight holes, he just put pure down the center and gave himself a 20-foot putt.
6 birdies for Russell in the final 9, 3 bogeys for Mike Young. Is that really what the critical factor there for Young?
I think so. Other than that, he seemed to make a couple of pressure putts, still had his game in focus there, but just let the drive get out of his hand a couple of times.
Cam, thanks so much for your help this weekend, and Disctv will be right back.
They call it Disc Golf Heaven. It's Sandy Point Resort and Disc Golf Ranch, the country's premier disc golf destination. Sandy Point offers deluxe lakefront cabins, a championship disc golf course, and a full-service disc golf pro shop. Come up to the North Woods of Wisconsin to Sandy Point Resort and Disc Golf Ranch and spend some time with Mike and Michelle Cousins.
And where's Waldo?
When you can't be on the course, feed your passion for disc golf at disclife.com. Disclife.com is where disc golfers go for the latest news, insider tips, tour adventures, player profiles, and much more. For disc golf gear, the disclife.com Superstore has everything you need, from discs to bags, clothing, and other gear. With over 700 pages of information, you're bound to find what you're looking for. Click on disclife.com, the world leader in disc golf. Disc golf is the new outdoor sport for the entire family. This environmentally friendly game is now being enjoyed by hundreds of thousands of players on over 1,200 courses worldwide. For the past 25 years, the Professional Disc Golf Association has been there, guiding disc golf into the future. The PDGA is an international nonprofit member organization that serves both professional and amateur disc golfers. The Professional Disc Golf Association, guiding disc golf into the future.
Let's talk with Juliana Corver and a couple of members of her team, at least
Yes.
if they have any input.
Not usually.
Juliana, another strong win for you this weekend.
Yes, thank you.
Now I have to ask you, because you went into the World Championships this year, 4-time winner. Not this year. Des Redding came in and snatched that title. You've come here this weekend for the first time since Worlds and beat Des Redding. Do you feel like maybe there's a monkey off your back now?
Yeah, I actually do feel a little relieved. I went into Worlds this year and I was playing scared, and it really showed in my game. I lost my line, I lost my putt, and it just didn't go well for me at all. It maybe for my game in the long run was a good thing though, because now I kind of feel a little weight has been lifted, and I've got that loss out of the way, so now I can just go out and have fun and play well, and I did that this weekend. I was able to play well again.
A 9-stroke victory for you here in Kalamazoo. It does appear that the old Juliana is back, and it's great to have you, and congratulations again.
Thank you.
Let's talk with Ron Russell. He's our Open Division winner this weekend. Ron, first of all, congratulations.
Thanks, Brian.
Great finish. Now, you were trailing 4 going into the final 9. What was your game plan?
I just wanted to do the best I could. It's a real tight course out here, a lot of trees, and I knew anything could happen on any particular hole.
You shot amazing disc golf in that final 9. 9 holes, 6 under par. Wow.
Thanks. I was pretty focused. I got my focus back. It was a little bit off focus this morning, and somehow I turned it around and came out really focused in the finals.
Another great National Tour win for you, and once again, congratulations.
I appreciate it. That was a great time. Thanks to Discraft for keeping me on the road, and thanks to you guys for promoting the sport and keeping everything going. Thanks.
We're happy to go out there and bring the cameras to cover guys like you. It's great to watch.
I love it. Thanks.
Disctv is brought to you in part by the Professional Disc Golf Association, guiding disc golf into the future. Maceman Disc Golf Gear, expect the best. And by disclife.com, the world leader in disc golf. That's going to do it from Kalamazoo, where Ron Russell is the winner of the 2002 Lumberjack Open. Now next week, Disctv is back in Michigan for the United States Amateur National Championships. Join us for that. And join us online anytime at disctv.disclife.com, where you can order tapes for the show and find out how to send us footage from your course. For Disctv, I'm Brian Sullivan. We'll see you next time.